What is up, Dog Squad? TreyDog60 back here, another video on the channel today, Dog Squad. And in today's video, we are going to be previewing the Commanders-Cowboys Week 12 matchup for this Thanksgiving rivalry. A historic rivalry that used to be when they were called the Redskins, but they are the same franchise and all that. So, this will be maybe a good one. Hopefully the Cowboys can win. I'm sure they can. Maybe they'll blow them out, but I wouldn't take the Commanders so lightly. And I think we've experienced that from the past, and I think we haven't really done that the past two games. But before we get into this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you never miss one of my videos. If you're not, smash that like button. Let's try to get more likes on videos. I appreciate you. With over 100 views on 2 videos, like in the past 5 videos. I really appreciate y'all's support. Thank you so much. Let's keep on doing that. Let's try to get 700 subs. We're about 20 away. Thank you so much. Now without further ado, let's get right into this video. They just feel like that. The back hopefully gets more involved.
In the microwave, I closed the door.
Alright, here we go, Dog Squad. Commanders at Cowboys Week 12 preview. This was from last year. This was from the Commanders game, but this was from the Giants game. This was the tight end whack-a-mole in the Salvation Army kettle. This is in their throwback uniforms. I'm really excited to see them once again play on Thanksgiving with their throwback. They've done it in the past, and now they'll be able to do it again. So, just before the Giants. This last year was not the first time they did a throwback when they weren't using it, I believe. So, so here we go. We got the 4-7. They are at 4-7, which that is also, don't take them lightly, like I said. The Cowboys looking to go to 8-3 this season. 7-3 they are currently right now. They have a 12-point spread. They're picked to win that game in the spread, and then they either over or under 48.5. That is there. And then when and where, 3:30 p.m. Central Time at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Pretty simple for that, in fact. Let me go and turn my LED lights on real quick. Alright, I'm back. Here, got my blue LED lights right here. Got my Prescott and Parsons jersey. Got my Lamb jersey on right now. Predict the score for me in the comment section below. Like always, 42-17 Cowboys. I think this will be a game where it will be maybe a little, it'll be a little tough, I think, in the beginning. It'll be like probably about 14-6 maybe going into the first, and the Cowboys start pulling away with it and start winning. Type C for Cowboys in the comments, and then type WASH or WSH for Commanders. So there. Later in previews, I may do like different predictions of what I'll probably do next preview, and the previews before I'll start doing predictions for what I think the team will do specifically. I'm just trying to find out more ideas for this preview. This is the first year I've done previews, so I'm trying to figure out what I can do. Key players, groups to watch for. Cowboys. Dak Prescott, of course. Will he go off is the question. I think he will. Receivers, CeeDee Lamb. How many touchdowns do you think he'll get? Tony Pollard. Will he get another touchdown is the question. I think he's got about 3 TDs this year now. He got his first one since week 1 last year. He has not gotten one at home. Let's see if he can get one this year. We'll go into Prescott's stats in just a little bit. And then the whole defense itself. The run defense really struggled last week against Carolina. They've been able to hold other different running backs this entire year, but they didn't. They did have trouble against Hubbard and Sanders. Of course, Miles Sanders did come from Philadelphia. They did. I don't know. They didn't have much trouble with him last year, but they had trouble with Hubbard. And then pass defense is Ron Blanc. Can he get another pick? He's already got 4 this year, tied. That's the question. Will he do it? And then for the Commanders. Will Sam Howell do really well against the Cowboys like he did last year when he came in for his first starting game, or will he not play as well? Terry McLaurin or Scary Terry, you got to watch out for him because he can get he can get the ball quite a bit. He can get the ball quite a bit. Sorry, he can get many touchdowns. So can Jahan Dotson. They're both going to be pretty powerful receivers that the Dallas pass defense is going to have to watch. Running back Brian Robinson Jr. That's one of the main running backs you're going to have to stop as that far as goes your running defense. That's going to be a big challenge for y'all if y'all can do it. And then Logan Thomas, I'm on fantasy. He's actually done pretty well for a tight end this year. Gotten the ball quite a bit this year from Howell. Can use it, can get yards, can get TDs. That's going to be a question there. Will be able to hold them as well. Okay, so these are some stats. This is whole stats, and this is the 5 stats. So I wanted to go include Dak's 5-game stats because the other games, they were well, but it's really important of his 5-game stats because he's been on a 5-game stretch. But we're going to start with Sam Howell. He leads the league in interceptions. His pass rating is 88.6 average. He does have 18 TDs, but he does have 3,000 yards. But he does have good completion percentage. But the question is he does have some off targets. Dak, on the other hand, I really feel like is more consistent. He doesn't lead the league in interceptions. Only have 2 interceptions in these past 5 games. One was basically, I don't even know if that was fully his fault. And the other one against LA, and the other one, yes, that was his fault against New York. That's all on Dak. Other than that, I mean, everything has been Dak. Everything, he's been able to just play very, very efficient, very consistent the past 5 games. Since that San Francisco game, you saw LA, that's when we started seeing, okay, that's the game where we remember kind of like against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or maybe a little less. But that's when the offense was like, yeah, don't get satisfied with that, but we still have problems. Then the LA game, we went off against them. I know LA is not a bomb team. They're an average team, maybe a good team, but we did really dominate them. We really dominated them that game. Philadelphia, loss, whatever. I mean, people say that you can't play in the big games. Look what you did there. Look against Philadelphia. 374 passing yards. More than you did against LA. No interceptions against one of the best defenses. And a passer rating of 115.2. Better than what you did against Carolina. Better stats than you did against Carolina. New York still went off. Carolina, you did good. Played really well, but it wasn't, I mean, it was just to basically go in there, get the win, and get out. I mean, we're not all going to be upset about that. But yeah, that's, I think, more efficient than Sam Howell in the first place. This is big. What to do to win. Don't let this be a trap game. Please, please, please. I've gone over this as the past 2 games, and you've been able to get out of there with a win and not, try to barely go in there like, oh my gosh, this is to the final minute or something. Don't do that against the Commanders. You're at home. You're undefeated. You haven't lost a game since 2021 and at home. Do not let this be it on Thanksgiving. I, by the way, posted a YouTube edit, or I did post an edit on there on my Den Boys Reports, which you should go follow on Instagram, and I did post it on my YouTube page if you didn't see it. Thank you for all the support y'all have done. This is on my Thanksgiving, all of Thanksgiving in 2014. 2014 is actually when I started watching the Cowboys, when I started watching football in first place. So I was born in 07, but 14 is when I started watching. So it took me quite a few years to get that. But yeah, 1.3K views on that. That's pretty good. Thank y'all. That's the biggest short I've had in a while. It's been a little low lately. But yeah, don't let this be a trap game. Keep letting Dak deal. Please. Let him. Don't just keep running the ball. Run the ball more, but don't be too predictable and run the ball all the time. Let Dak throw the ball to the people he likes to throw it to. On those certain plays that Mike McCarthy calls, keep doing that. That's how we're winning games. Lamb keeps getting the ball fed. Yep, it's working. He's getting the yards. He's getting the TDs. Keep doing that. He has, I don't know, I believe, well, it's about 5, I think it's about 5 touchdowns this year, CeeDee Lamb, maybe 6. I'll put more into stats lately, but I've got some good stats coming into this preview, so I'll get all that stuff for the next previews and stuff. Pollard, yep, he obviously can prove. He's on my fantasy team now, but one of my fantasy teams, but he proved that last week. I know against the Panthers, but he can run the ball pretty well, and we'll get in later on that Washington defense. Like I said, hold Scary Terry. He's dangerous, and I don't want him to be one of those going off players tomorrow because our pass defense can't do a thing. Please hold him. Defense gets the Howell. I can see about 4 or 5 sacks tomorrow on Howell. That O-line isn't going to work as much for Washington when you're going up against a really good Dallas defense. This has been the schedule for the Cowboys this year. We got the win over the Giants. We got the win over the Jets. Those were 2 dominating wins. Then we lost the Cardinals, which was terrible. Patriots dominated. 49ers, okay, you sucked that game. Then that kind of told everyone you couldn't play in the big games. But Chargers, okay, that's their team they are a team that can give people trouble. Another game where they win by 3 or lose by 3 or less. They took care of business there and got away. Got off the bye week, dominated the Rams, blew them out, went off that game. The Eagles, this is where people were wrong about us not being able to play in the big games. Maybe not playoffs particularly, maybe not a lot of them, but look at that. That score means nothing. We should have won that game, but it was just a game of inches. We should have won that game. The Giants blew them out, of course. Panthers, we just took care of business and dominated them. Pounded them there right in the throat. Alright, question for the Dog Squad. Will the Cowboys get another whooping against the Commanders? Remember, the Commanders have tended to give us trouble over the past years, but we have not dominated this much against these teams. I mean, we've played in the past teams that we like maybe under 500 teams, or maybe just teams that have struggled and are good teams but can't seem to get the win sometimes. We've dominated this year. Unlike the past, we have not been able to do that. I think we get another whooping, but let me know in the comment section below what you, Dog Squad, think. Past matchups with the Commanders, the past 4 matchups, 2 years, in fact, is the division. I posted this on my Den Boys Reports, and I'm about to post on my community post. 2021. Okay. We went to there, and we actually were like blowing them out, and then we almost blew a lead, and then we were able to survive and win that. 27-20, we won that game. 2021, we came back, and we were like, we ain't doing this again. We just shut them out of the water. 56 points against that Commanders team, and I think we should be able to do that again. Then 2022, this is when Cooper Rush was in. Yeah, we didn't really, we kind of tended to struggle, but that was at the beginning of the game. And then we started just pulling away with it. And then 2022, we just flat out sucked. Dak played horrible that game. This is where that stuff happened. We were trying to fight for the #1 seed, maybe the division, but that didn't matter because Philadelphia and San Francisco both won. We needed them both to lose to get the 1 seed. We needed Philadelphia to lose and us to win to get the 1 seed. I mean, the division. None of that happened. We just flat out didn't care, I don't think, of winning any of that. We got the 5 seed, and you know what happened from there. Okay, the Dallas defense, or the Commanders defense versus the Dallas offense. Overall, for the Commanders defense, 29th. I had to put this out there because it's like, if you do not win this game, you didn't play right. You did not play well if you do not do well on offense this game. The defense scares you the whole entire time. I'm sorry, that's just, you somehow win. That's an ugly win. Ugly win. You should be dominating this game. 29th. This will be a fight in the first quarter, probably. Like I said, 14-6 probably go in the first quarter. I'm gonna say about 24-12 the half. Then you just dominate the rest of the game. That's all. And then get to 42-17. That's been the Cowboys this year because they've been able to play really well the second half and be able to whoop teams later in the game. And now sometimes just from the start, like the Rams. But anyways, 5th. Overall, on offense, passing is 6th. Rushing, yes, hasn't been the best, but it is 12th out of 32. This defense overall has not been good. The passing defense can't do a thing, and especially when they're trying to guard Lamb, or Gallup, or Tolbert, or Cooks, or Ferguson, that's not going to be able to work. 21st, rushing, maybe they'll be able to hold us. I could see Pollard getting quite a few, but I can see him getting maybe a touchdown in this game. But that's going to be it, Dog Squad. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to, if you're going to watch the game, stay tuned for the preview or predictions for Week 12. I'll be able to do that a video later tonight. I want to enjoy or wish everyone. I want to enjoy Thanksgiving. I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. I'll be saying that later tonight, and I'll be putting that on my post tomorrow. Just saying happy Thanksgiving to all of y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the Cowboys game. Hope you enjoyed football. Hope you eat some good food tomorrow. And hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you next time, Dog Squad. Peace.